field originally was all hay, and it didn't grow hay very well. It was on the ridgetop like this. It grows pretty worthless hay, and I was always trying to figure out what better use I could have for this field. And that's where Dave Schatz comes into the picture. Dave, as a volunteer with Rural Action, as a forester, offered his services to any Rural Action member who needed forestry services. So I became a member, and Dave came out and we walked the property and discussed a bunch of different options of the kinds of trees and how to plant them. And I decided on the loblolly pine and bought 6,000 of them from the state of Virginia and planted them all in the spring of 2005, and that's where we are. One of the big advantages of planting trees is that they are constantly capturing carbon. The loblolly pines capturing carbon will play a small part, but if everybody does a small part, then it becomes a big part. Well, clearly Rural Action is benefiting the landowners in the way that it's benefited me as a landowner, offering the services of a forester to help me get started. And so many of the landowners down here clearly don't have the funds necessary to bring in a contract forester. If Rural Action doesn't help the landowners, it just wouldn't get done. Nobody would help them.
$2 for both of them, guys. $1.50. Let's go. And then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What
I got involved in the Chester Hill Produce Auction because I run a program in which I deliver fresh food to more than 30 different nonprofit organizations in Athens County. And the Chester Hill Produce Auction is very important to me because of the fact that you're getting fresh local food, much of which was picked this very day or the day before. I'm out in the community all the time, and every single kind of marginal job where a guy could pick up work as a roofer or driving a truck or something for a few days a week that would bring in some income has disappeared. And nothing is more significant to southeastern Ohio than jobs. One of the biggest things that the produce auction does is it provides an outlet for produce for the Amish. It's also, it's very good for Morgan County, one of the poorest counties in Appalachia. It becomes a community event. This is the one place where you can see someone in dreadlocks talking to someone who's Amish talking to someone wearing a gimme cap, all at the same time.
My daughter Alden has gone to Oberlin College to study biology, and this is Alden's college entrance essay. I grew up in, around, under, and surrounded by water. This may not be the typical lifestyle of a girl from the hill country of southeastern Ohio, but it's true. I think what happened there was that she got to play a lot and learn cool stuff, but she saw scientists come and do their work and include her, and somehow that planted a seed in her head that allowed her to envision doing that herself. I never had a whole lot of experience in science, so I never anticipated that my kids would really go for science. So it's exciting to me. It's thrilling, actually. It makes me want to go back and take some classes and find out more. Kids hang out with grown-ups who are passionate about something, and they get to play with the tools that adults use in their work. And through that play, they learn. It's not about telling a child why something is important or how something works. It's the discovery and the opportunity to get your hands on it. So rural action is good about doing that, about bringing stuff, bringing acid mine drainage and letting kids play with it. You know? And kids don't know what that is. So they get a chance to fiddle around with it and see what it does, and that will stay with them.